We're moving into a kneeling quad stretch with a chair. So placing your knee on the seat of the chair, holding the back for stability, grabbing the foot or ankle. You're going to pull your heel towards your butt, and then you're going to walk that opposite leg forward until you feel the stretch. We're going to hold for 1 minute. So having that opposite leg closer to in line with your knee is going to be less of a stretch. Walking it forward and letting your body lean forward is going to increase the stretch. Feel free to put a cushion or anything on the seat of that chair to make it more comfortable on your knee if needed. So from here, as we're holding, think about a nice tall chest and torso with a slight lean forward. All right, time's up on that side. Go ahead and switch. Placing the knee, grabbing the foot first, and then walking that other leg forward and holding for 1 minute. All right, time's up. Come back to center. We're moving into an iso hamstring hold with a wall. So you're going to kneel facing away from the wall, putting the soles of your feet against it. From here, tuck your pelvis under, squeeze the glutes, and you're going to do a very slight lean forward. You're going to feel those hamstrings grab on, and we're going to hold here for 20 seconds. If you're challenging your lean and you find that spot where you have no return, just fall forward, absorb it, and then come back up and restart. But the goal is to find that spot where you really feel the hamstrings and we're just holding. All right, time's up. Go ahead and release, but stay in position. Just gonna relax for a second. And then coming back up, press the hips, squeeze the glutes, coming back to that small lean and holding for another 20 seconds. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax back onto your mat. We're moving into a wall sit with band abductions. So taking your mini band, you're gonna place it just above the knees. Coming to place your back onto the wall, standing up nice and tall, walk your feet out slightly. You're gonna have your feet about shoulder width apart, keeping your hips and back tight to the wall. You're gonna come down into that squat position. From here, starting with your knees over ankles, pushing to the sides of the feet and driving the knees out, and then coming back to where you started. Repeating that movement for 45 seconds. Just watching that you always have tension. So some tension into more tension. You're never letting the legs collapse inward. And then pressing that back up against the wall, hips stay in contact. So you're gonna feel the legs and the sides of the glutes as we open the legs. All right, time's up. So standing up, removing your mini band, and relax back on your mat. We're moving into a single leg deadlift with a dumbbell. You're gonna plant your left foot on the mat. This is going to be our working leg. You're having the dumbbell in your right arm. From here, roll the shoulders down and back, letting the hips fall back and the chest come towards the ground just until you feel tension in the back of the leg, then drive down through the heel and forward through the hip. We're going to repeat this movement for 45 seconds. So try your best to keep the weight and your free hand as close to that leg as you can. So think about drawing it down towards the shin. As you are sending the hips back, I want you to watch that they're staying even. Thinking about your hips having headlights, they need to face the same direction. And then chin towards the chest, just to keep that neck neutral. So our main focus is on that hamstring and glute of the working leg. You're also going to get into hip, knee, and ankle stability. All right, time's up on that side. Go ahead and switch for 45 seconds. Again, watching that your hips stay even, so both facing the same direction. You want to have tension between your shoulder blades, so your chest is tall, back is flat. All right, time's up. Come back up to center. We're moving into ankle windshield wipers with a chair. So coming into the seated position, feet are planted, chest is tall. Placing your hands on your knees to remind yourself that we want to keep them still. You're going to flex your toes up and then going side to side, alternating for 45 seconds. So really focus on your range of motion, pulling and pressing as you go side to side. And then trying your best to keep those knees facing forward and still. So we are focusing on strengthening the muscles on the outside and the inside of our shins, which offer your knee support. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax on your mat. Next, we're going to mobilize the kneecap with a chair. So coming into the seated position, chest is up tall, propping one leg out and fully relax it. So relax the foot, holding onto that quad, give it a little shake to make sure the muscles and the leg is relaxed. From here, you'll hinge forward, bringing your thumbs on either side of your kneecap. Feel free to give it a little feel to know where it is. We're just going to gently press side to side, feeling slight movement in the kneecap for 45 seconds. And throughout the time, feel free to make small circular motions one way and the other way as well. So by doing this, our goal is to release tension in the kneecap. All right, time's up on that side. Go ahead and switch. Make sure the leg is relaxed. Thumbs on either side for 45 seconds. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax. We're moving into a kneeling shin stretch. Coming into position, you're going to be on both knees, feet are relaxed, and then you're just going to sit your weight back onto your heels. Chest is up nice and tall, and we're going to hold here for 45 seconds. So having that pressure put onto the heels and the feet, you're going to feel a stretch in the front of the ankles and into the shins. You can lean your weight back slightly to increase the stretch or come more upright to release. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax on your mat. We're moving into lateral bear steps. Coming onto one side of your mat in tabletop position, and then you're going to lift so your knees are hovering above the ground. Taking a step with your opposite foot and hand to the side, and then repeating on the other side to match back up. You're going to go the length of your mat, side to side, for 20 seconds. Try to keep your hips and everything still and square to that starting position as you go. So we're working overall stability and strength in the body. All right, time's up. So take a little break, just sit back. And then we're going to come back into position, hover the knees, and go for another 20 seconds. All right, and time's up. You can relax back onto your mat. We're moving into a bodyweight calf release. Coming into tabletop position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Take one of your knees and place it on the opposite side calf, letting the weight of the leg press down onto the calf. From here, we're going to shift our weight forward and then back. As you go back, you're going to feel that knee press into the calf and then shift back forward and backward for 45 seconds. Feel free, as you're doing this, to move that knee to the lower part of the calf and then bringing it up and changing position. All right, time's up on that side. Go ahead and switch for 45 seconds. All right, and time's up. Come back to center on your mat. That's all for today's routine. We'll see you back here tomorrow.